It is the Thanksgiving Day of 2007. Alice is 7 months pregnant. It has been our tradition to spend Thanksgiving with Alice's parents, spend the night with them, and return the following day for Black Friday shopping. This year there is a lot of shopping to be done. We are excited. Everything is going well. It is pretty late in the night. The conversation turns to baby names. Alice's dad asked me what we are planning to call our baby. I tell him that the baby will be named after my grandparents, as has always been a tradition in our family. He thinks it is a bad idea. He knows that I have no more ties to my lineage. For some reason, this irks me much more than it should. I get into an argument with him about it. He does not back off. My brothers-in-law join in. Unkind words are exchanged. The women try to pacify. No one is listening. A beautiful Thanksgiving evening unravels into chaos. I do not want to stay the night. I tell Alice that I am heading back home to New Orleans and she can stay here if she wants. She is angry, but she joins me. She insists she drives, though. I agree. We are both silently fuming as we drive back on the empty roads that Thanksgiving night. We should have remained silent, but she breaks the silence. "You are a jerk," she tells me. "How dare you," I yell back. "Your father was the one who disrespected me." "No, all he said was there is no point in holding to your tradition when you are no longer linked to it." "And who said I am no longer linked to it? You know, I was on a happy track until I met you. I would have married a girl they chose for me, someone from my own community. There would have been no confusion. But I married you, and because of you, I lost my parents and my peace of mind. So now you blame me," she is crying. But she is also speeding. "You have no idea how many sacrifices I have made and continue to make for you. You are a childish, stubborn man, just like your dad. And you know what? You are a coward. That is the honest, simple truth. If you were man enough, you would have faced your parents head-on and stood up for your decision to marry me. But you were scared. You made excuses. Look what that led to. And now you want to turn all that on me?" I am burning up with anger. "You are right," I yell. "All this was a mistake. I want out." And then the single moment that would change the course of my life. I reach out to the steering wheel that Alice is holding and jerk it toward me. I am not sure what I am thinking. I perhaps hoped that this would bring the car to a stop. Alice loses control. She screams as the car veers off the highway into an access road. Her foot is still on the accelerator. It all happens in a few seconds. The car rams against the wall separating the highway and the side road. The last thing I hear is a loud, sickening crash of crumpling metal and the screaming of my wife. The lingering sounds of that crash are muffled by the pervasive blanket of this mountain's silence. I share this chapter with Alice to Krishna on a cold winter evening. As always, he listens carefully and patiently without judgment. "The sad part is, Krishna," I say with a wry smile, "Alice was absolutely right. I was a coward. Even after her death, I did not come clean about the incidents that led to the crash. I never told anyone that I had pulled on the steering wheel. All they surmised was that we had had an argument and Alice had become so distraught that she lost control of her driving and crashed. Her parents spent a lot of time trying to get me to share the details. I was afraid. I paused to gather myself. In fact, I let all this fester for another year. Alice's family stopped talking to me. I still went to work, made money, but day by day it became more and more difficult for me to look at myself in the mirror. Every time I saw any of the things that belonged to Alice, her final words came back to taunt me. I tried going to churches and temples, but none of the gods wanted to visit a place so dark and sad as my mind. I made appointments with doctors, but I never kept my appointments. My trip to India was my final push to tie at least one loose end with my father, and here I am. I laugh, a sad, dry, and cynical laugh. Krishna knows that I am not seeking advice at this moment. He knows that I am reliving a dark memory with him in confidence. There is some more silence in the cave. He lies down on his bedding, facing the roof of the cave, and adjusts his blanket. "Everybody is entitled to improbable acts of grace, Arjuna," he whispers. "Everyone."